all the progressive politicians want to get rid of ICE, right? AOC, Kamala's like, oh, we got to get rid of ICE. We got to reimagine everything. I don't get it. I like ICE. They do a job. We need them. Immigration, customs, enforcement. What's wrong with that? And I realized, I think it's the name. They don't like the name ICE. Sounds so cold, so impersonal. Remember Top Gun, Iceman? No one liked that guy. But I came up with a foolproof way to keep ICE. All we have to do is modify the name just a little bit. Just start it with the word national. National Immigration Custom Enforcement. Nice. Good luck at that rally, AOC, trying to abolish NICE.
AOC just keep getting roasted, and we are here for it. Let's go.
That lady, by the way, knew exactly what she was doing.
Oh, of course.
A few weeks ago, almost no one knew her name. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the rising star of the progressive left.
Oh, I'm going to expose this chick. I'm going to expose her.
You used the term the occupation of Palestine. What did you mean by that?
You got to have something here, man. You got to know what you're talking about.
What I meant is like the settlements that are increasing in places where Palestinians are experiencing difficulty in access to their housing and homes.
She just kept asking her to expand. Expand.
Do you think you can expand on that?
She's not challenging her. She's literally just giving her the easiest of softball.
I am not the expert on geopolitics on this issue.
There's also this weird thing in corporate media where there's an unspoken, unwritten agreement. If you just have a few talking points, you can get through an interview and sound really confident in yourself and sound like, hey, that guy knows what he's talking about.
I may not use the right words. I know this is a very honest.
That's very honest
issue.
As long as I kind of agree that I'm just going to let you say your talking points, you can come out looking really good. But as soon as one interviewer like this one decides like, no, I'm going to make an example out of you now.
And there's nothing there.
AOC is not the expert on anything.
Oh, look, it's AOC.
Everybody is terrified of a Trump presidency.
I'm not.
And everybody wants to do everything and anything possible to prevent that from happening.
Well, honestly, I'm not sure what's left for you guys to try. You've tried kind of everything at this point, and he just ends up looking cooler each time. So maybe just, I don't know, pop a Xanax and get used to it.
Roasted, absolutely roasted.
He's claimed that she had prepped for months, which makes me think she doesn't know what the word prepped means. Because I think unless it meant pounding your head into a wall until your brain matter was like stovetop stuffing, I don't know. I do, the way she mocked J.D. Vance, that, you know, the idea that American cowboys came from Spain, that was so stupid. She's wrong. They were brought there, like, I don't know, in the 15th century by some guy. Get this. Do you know what his name is? Cortez. She's a direct descendant of the guy that brought the horses to Mexico and then to America. So weirdly enough, it was Cortez who brought the horses and then later gave us an ass. Anyway, I think the Democrats are blessed with the binary filter of being within our border, where Democrats and Republicans are kind of seen as intellectual equivalents because there are two parties. But once you step outside the country, that equality evaporates, you know, on contact. It's like two guys playing Call of Duty. Then they both go to war, but only one has real combat and experience and skills. That's when that's what happens to the Dems when they leave the house and they venture outside and you see that they know nothing. And it's like on cable news, you know, you could see AOC and Gav can raise themselves up by sparring online with Trump. And you might think they're in the ballpark, but they're not even in the same country. And I think the mistake, since Obama was focusing on identity but not national. In fact, it was the opposite of national identity. It was splintered factions and causes, whether it was trans, illegal rights, felon justice, kind of activist-driven climate, pronouns, land acknowledgement. So the Dems took this short-term virtue signal and let everything else go to pot.
It's obvious by now the Democrats don't know what they're talking about.
AOC has broken her silence following that humiliating performance at the Munich Security Conference. The Democrat took to her Instagram account to clear the air about her stumbles and mumbles during the conference last week. But instead of explaining why she didn't know basic geography, history, or current international politics, she doubled down and justified her word salad answers.
If you think that I don't understand foreign policy because out of hours of discourse about international affairs, I paused to think about one of the most sensitive geopolitical issues that currently exist on Earth. I'm afraid the issue's not my understanding, but rather the problem is perhaps you've gotten adjusted to a president that never thinks before he speaks.
Looks like she was completely melting down.
Pretty obvious to me she's trying to do a real cleanup, right? And that's the worst thing that you can do. Listen, people pick on me online night and day. And the worst thing that you can do is put out a video trying to explain yourself or to tell people that you're not dumb. Just let it go. And I'm trying to give AOC free advice, not because I believe her, you know, explanation there or anything, but just because it's never good to try to feed into it. People are going to think what they think anyway. Just let them think what they want. Your 2028 hopes are probably dashed at this point.
Yep, totally agree. It's time to move on from AOC.
Even AOC's fiancé thinks her rants are a snooze fest. After facing some harsh criticism over her performance at the Munich security conference, AOC went live on Instagram to defend herself. And if you listen closely, you can hear her fiancé snoring in the background.
Because out of hours of discourse about international affairs, I paused to think about one of the most sensitive geopolitical issues that currently exist on...
Even her fiancé is tired of hearing what she has to say.
Nothing says strong foreign policy discussion like your fiancé in the background going, "Yeah, I've heard enough. Wake me up when my taxes go down."
My thought, exactly.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I have with me just a bunch of morons, frankly. They're very low IQ people, okay?
Oh, come on, man. We're not all that not all that bad.
Oh, really, Joe? Name one Democrat who isn't insane.
Well, what about Uncle Bernie over there? He looks like he's having fun, man.
The look on his face says it all.
What the hell is going on over there?
What are you talking about?
Bernie, you're sitting there very stupidly with pigeons pecking at your head and fluttering all around. You look like the bird lady from Home Alone, too, okay?
Speaking of women who look like men, we really need to start letting men play in women's sports again. Me and Nancy were making so much money betting on the men, it was ridiculous.
Bernie, we're not talking about all of your ugly men that make really ugly women, frankly. I'm trying to figure out why there's so many birds pecking at your head.
Oh, well, as soon as I sat down, they started eating the pretzel crumbs in my hair. They're very nice birds, but that's not important. Did you see my protege and bartender in Germany the other day?
Yes, I did, Bernie. And she was a massive embarrassment to you and your deranged party. It was not a good look for the United States. They were asking very easy questions, and she didn't have a clue what was going on. It was not good.
It was not a good look at all.
What do you think the United States should do if China invades Taiwan?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that, maybe, let's just hope that, never happens.
I can't believe this is the leader of your party, Bernie.
You do know I'm standing right here, right? And I can hear what you're saying.
Oh, I know, airhead. I just don't care. Because you are a stupid person. You try to tell the world that Venezuela is below the equator.
We shouldn't be allowed to help Venezuela because, it's below the equator and stuff.
I bet you don't even know what equator means, do you?
After this, her career is completely over now.
President, very much for your leadership, but also for the kind words about me personally. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, but then after the president said that I was so smart. Yeah, damn right! And that I didn't want to repeat our congresswoman who froze for 20 seconds over in Munich. Now I'm tempted, sir, just to freeze for 20 seconds. And just stare at the cameras, and maybe they'll say nice things about me like they do about Congresswoman Cortez. But I have three very brief messages. First of all...
The memes are not stopping, and I love it.
But if he pulls an Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, That picture said, and I quote, "I am getting my nails done to fight oppression."
What? Did she really say that?
Senator Kennedy just dropped the hottest new plan in politics, Operation Let Her Speak. That's right, folks. When AOC grabs a mic, Kennedy says, just let her talk because every word is comedy gold. Picture this. AOC at the Munich Security Conference, lecturing the world on foreign policy, then fumbling over Taiwan, calling Venezuela below the equator, and pausing so long you'd think she was buffering. Kennedy's response? She's like Kamala Harris, but with more bartending experience. Savage. He even says she's the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. Ouch. Meanwhile, AOC's Munich performance had conservatives rolling Trump called it career-ending. Fox News said she wasn't ready for prime time. And Kennedy? He's just sitting back, popcorn in hand, letting her words do the work.
Senator John Kennedy is up there with one of my favorite senators. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and click right here to watch the next one. Bye-bye.